What's up, Sum Hacker? Welcome back to my Sum a Day challenge, where we are diving into completing the square again, but we're taking things up a notch. All right, so the first thing that we want to do here is we want to take out our negative. Okay, so how would we do that? So you would have y is equal to negative bracket x squared minus 8x plus 5. Now we can carry on without completing the square. The first thing I want to do is take the coefficient of x, which is negative 8. I want to multiply that by half and square that whole bracket to get my completing the square value. And that will give me 16. So now what I'm going to do is write my equation exactly as it is, but I'm going to stop at x and I'm going to stick my 16 in. Here's what I mean. It's at this point that I'm going to take that 16 and I'm going to plug it in right there behind negative 8x plus 16. Then I'm going to close my bracket. And because I plus the 16, I'm immediately going to minus it outside the bracket. So minus 16. And then I'm going to write what is left in my original equation, which was plus 5. Now I'm going to write my equation down, stick a square bracket in here, and then a small bracket squared. And then I'm going to quickly simplify my q value, which is minus 16 plus 5. That's going to give me negative 11. And I'm going to close my square bracket. Now I want to work with what do I put in this bracket, right? So I look at x squared and I ask what is the square root, which will be x. Then I look at my 16 and I ask what would the square root be? And I know that that would be 4. Then I look at the signs in my equation. I have a negative and a positive. So I know that my sign inside my bracket needs to be a negative. And then I can just quickly check myself, because negative 4 minus 4 is going to give me minus 8. But negative 4 times negative 4 will give me positive 16. So I know that at this point, I am 100% correct. But we are not done. We need to multiply that minus that is outside the bracket inside. And we do that by multiplying it in front of the little round brackets, as well as with our negative 11, which is our q value. So we are going to be left with y is equal to negative bracket x minus 4 squared plus 11. Amazing. Now we are at a point where we have our a, our p, and our q. So can you see here? Number one, we want to ask ourselves, are we going to have a minimum or a maximum value here? Our a value is negative, which means we are going to have a max value. Number two, what is the actual maximum value here? Can you see that it is 11, because our q is 11? And remember, you've got to take the sign with it, so it is positive 11. And then number three, we ask ourselves for which values of x would allow us to obtain this maximum value. So we take what is in our bracket squared, which is x minus 4 is equal to 0, and then I solve for x, which will be x is equal to positive 4. And that there are all the answers that you need for this completing the square sum. So well done, Sum Hacker. That is it for today. If you reached the end of the video, please let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Plus, be sure to subscribe for more daily practice sums that are going to help you nail your grade 11 maths. I can't wait to see you in the next one.